Over 10 million of these engines have been produced. They power more Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram vehicles than any other engine in the Stellantis lineup. And they are capable of outlasting almost every other engine in their class when the owner gives them what they actually need. With proper maintenance, the 3.6 Pentastar engine longevity is around 250 to 300,000 miles. There are even documented cases of the Pentastar lasting up to 500,000 miles. 500,000 miles on a production V6 that came standard across a wide range of vehicles. Not a marketing claim. A documented real-world outcome achieved by owners who gave this engine what it needs consistently from the beginning of its life. The Pentastar owners dealing with rocker arm failures, cam phaser ticking, VVL solenoid replacements, and engine rebuilds before 150,000 miles did not have a different engine. They had the same engine, with a maintenance approach that fell short of what the Pentastar's specific Valvetrain actually requires. My name is Mark. Today we are going through the complete picture, what the Pentastar actually needs, why most owners are not giving it that, and the specific oil change approach that separates the 500,000-mile engines from the ones presenting expensive problems before they should. Let's get into it. What makes the Pentastar's Valvetrain different? The 3.6-liter Pentastar is a dual overhead cam, V6 with 4 valves per cylinder, a sophisticated aluminum-headed design with variable valve timing on all 4 camshafts and hydraulic roller finger followers throughout the Valvetrain. 4 overhead camshafts. Torque, actuated cam phasers on all 4. Hydraulic roller finger followers. Variable valve lift solenoids. This is not the architecture of a simple pushrod V6. This is a sophisticated Valvetrain system with more oil pressure dependent components than most owners of Pentastar equipped vehicles ever realize when they pull up to a quick lube shop and authorize whatever oil is in the machine. The most common 3.6-liter Pentastar problems, rocker arm and lifter failure causing misfires and ticking, stem from inadequate oil flow to the top end. This causes the rockers to wear out prematurely and collapse. Rocker shaft oil starvation hits around 100,000 miles on engines whose maintenance fell short. The fix prevents $3,000 camshaft jobs. Oil starvation at the rocker shafts on an engine documented to last 500,000 miles. That failure happening at 100,000 miles on engines whose maintenance approach left the Valvetrain vulnerable. Understanding why that happens is what changes the outcome. The interval that the Pentastar's Valvetrain actually requires. The Pentastar's Valvetrain components, including the rocker arms and VVL solenoids, are highly dependent on clean oil pressure to function correctly. Dirty or degraded oil accelerates wear on these components faster than almost anything else. Never exceed 5,000 miles between changes on a Pentastar. 5,000 miles. Not the oil life monitor's maximum interval. Not the extended performance oil's claimed service life. 5,000 miles. The interval at which the Pentastar's cam phasers, VVL solenoids, and rocker shafts consistently receive oil whose protective chemistry and viscosity stability are still within the range those components require. The documented cost of ignoring this is direct. One owner used Mobil 1 Extended Performance 0W20 and Mopar filters at 5 to 8,000 mile intervals, a schedule most would consider conservative, and at 88,000 miles, the engine developed the Pentastar tick, requiring both intake cams, rockers, lifters, PCV valve, and VVL solenoids replaced. Total cost, $2,500. Ordering Mopar parts rather than the dealer's $12,000 engine replacement quote. 5 to 8,000 mile intervals on a quality full synthetic produced that outcome. Not because the oil was wrong, because the interval was too long for this specific Valvetrain. 5,000 miles is the maximum on the Pentastar, not a target to push toward, a ceiling not to exceed. The viscosity question. The Pentastar community has settled. The factory specification for most Pentastar applications is 0W, 20 full synthetic. Correct for cold start oil flow, 0W viscosity reaches the cam phasers and rocker shafts almost immediately on startup, before the oil reaches operating temperature. The problem the owner community has documented is that 0W20 at operating temperature provides a thinner oil film at the cam lobe and rocker arm interface than slightly heavier alternatives. The community's viscosity conversation consistently arrives at the same conclusion for higher mileage engines and demanding conditions. 5W30 full synthetic maintains the cold start flow characteristics that prevent top-end oil starvation, while providing more robust film strength at the Valvetrain surfaces once the engine reaches operating temperature. After the documented rocker arm and cam replacement, the community consensus is Mobile 1 ESP 0W30 or 5W30, rather than returning to 0W20. Not dramatically heavier, just enough to improve film strength at the specific Valvetrain surfaces. The Pentastar's wear pattern targets most consistently on higher mileage engines and in warm climate or towing applications. The oil filter that matters more on this engine than almost any other. The Pentastar's cam phasers receive oil last in the engine's cold start oil circuit. With a quality filter whose anti-drainback valve held oil in the filter body overnight, the phasers receive pressurized flow within seconds of startup. With a budget filter whose inferior valve allowed oil to drain back, the phasers may run on residual film for 5 to 15 seconds while the circuit pressurizes. Those seconds are the cold start window during which the cam phasers are spinning without full pressure. Every cold start with a budget filter extends that vulnerable window. Across thousands of cold starts over a high mileage ownership period, that accumulated extension produces measurable cam phaser and rocker shaft wear that the correct filter would have prevented. Mopar, Wix, and Purolator Pure 1 are the three options the Pentastar community consistently validates for anti-drainback valve quality. The cost difference versus the cheapest shelf alternative is $2 to $4 per oil change. $2 to $4. Quality filter. Every single change. The oil filter housing. Inspection nobody does. The oil filter housing on the Pentastar seals both the oil circuit and the coolant circuit simultaneously. When those gaskets fail, at an elevated rate on engines past 60,000 miles, they can fail in ways that allow oil and coolant to mix internally before any external leak is visible. Checking the oil filter housing area at every oil change takes 30 seconds, with a flashlight in the valley next to the filter, looking for brownish residue that indicates a slow seep. Caught at the seep stage, a replacement housing costs $60 to $100 and a couple of hours of labor. Caught after internal oil and coolant mixing has begun, the repair costs the head gaskets $1,500 to $3,000. 30 seconds at each oil change separates those two outcomes. The VVL solenoid. Most owners have never heard of the variable valve. Lift solenoids control oil flow to the valve lift actuation system. 4 solenoids, 1 per camshaft, each filtering actuating oil through a small internal screen. VVL solenoid failures are among the Pentastar's documented common problems. Dealers often quote engine replacement when the actual diagnosis is solenoid failure. The screens inside these solenoids accumulate the sludge and varnish that degraded oil produces over extended intervals. When the screens become partially blocked, the solenoid cannot actuate correctly, producing the same cold start rattle that oil starvation produces, and eventually misfire codes that trigger dealer engine replacement quotes that a correctly diagnosed independent shop addresses for a few $100s in solenoid replacement. The V-valve solenoids on an engine that received clean, full synthetic oil at 5,000-mile intervals do not accumulate those deposits. The same solenoids on an engine that ran extended intervals on degraded oil accumulate them progressively, turning a preventable maintenance outcome into the repair bill most owners never saw coming. The complete protocol. The 3.6 Pentastar 6 is one of the most capable and long-lasting engines Chrysler has ever built. We have seen these engines go well beyond 200,000 miles with proper maintenance. We have also seen them fail prematurely because owners ignored the basics. The protocol is straightforward. Full synthetic oil in the correct specification, 0W20 for most current applications, 5W30 for higher mileage engines or demanding conditions, changed at 5,000 miles without exception. A Mopar, Wix, or Purolator. Pure 1 filter at every change. Oil filter housing inspection at every service. 30 seconds with a flashlight. Oil level checked monthly, because Pentastar engines can consume oil between services, particularly at higher mileage. Correct OAT coolant at the correct service interval. Those practices applied consistently from day one produce the engine longevity that the 500,000-mile documented examples demonstrate is possible on this platform. The owners dealing with $2,500 Valvetrain rebuilds at 80,000 miles did not have a worse engine. They had the same engine with a maintenance approach that fell short of what this specific Valvetrain requires. The owners approaching 400,000 miles have the same engine, with this protocol applied, without exception. That is the only difference. Drop a comment below, telling us what Pentastar-powered vehicle you drive, how many miles you have on it, and what oil change interval you have been running. Save this video. Share it with every Wrangler, Grand Cherokee, Durango, and Ram owner. You know who has a Pentastar under the hood. Subscribe to Dodge Zone for more engine protection guides and everything the dealership hopes you never figure out. New video every Tuesday and Friday. We will see you in the next one.